Have you ever wondered how much Airbnb hosts here in Jamaica pay for housekeeping services? Well, if you have, stick around because that is our topic of discussion today. I was getting so many questions about how much I personally pay for housekeeping. And although I can tell you that there are so many variables that will go into play when you're getting a housekeeper, that can be the location, what services that you want to be included in your cleaning job that they do for you. But what I am going to do is just take it from studios to a 3-bedroom. That was the information that I was able to get from most of the housekeepers in the area. And I did go around to at least I would say about 4 people that I got this information from, but the consensus, I just kind of just added it up and just did like an average range between everybody. So a studio, anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000. A 1-bedroom, I got prices from $3,500 up to $6,000. A 2-bedroom, $7,000 to $9,000, and a 3-bedroom, $8,000 to $10,000. Those are the prices that I got. What do you guys think about the prices? What are you paying? Now, when we go into the higher pricing, say the 2 and 3 bedrooms, sometimes those prices will include laundry, especially if you already have a washer and dryer in the home. And also another question that you may ask me is this different if it's a condo, like say a 2-bedroom condo as opposed to a 2-bedroom home? I did ask 2 of the housekeepers. They said there was no difference between the two. It's just that price. So, again, that's another variable you would have to ask the person. Another thing that I noticed is a couple of housekeepers that I talked to, they really didn't differentiate between a studio and a 1-bedroom. If it's a studio, some of them were charging the same prices as a 1-bedroom. Although sometimes I know, like my studio, I don't have a balcony, and my studio is smaller than my 1-bedroom, but that was the pricing that they gave me. So again, it will be determined on an individual basis. Now, sometimes these higher prices that I just told you, like say for instance, a 2-bedroom, that was between $7,000 and $9,000. This is not inclusive of laundry, but what the housekeeper did tell me with that particular price, she said it would be $7,000 if I just come and clean your house, and then $9,000 if you want a deep clean. I was a little confused by that because I'm just thinking if you clean, you clean, everything should just be clean. But I guess she was saying like, if you want the windows and the doors washed down, but then I'm thinking, but shouldn't you just do windows anyway? And guess what, folks? That does not always come within the price. So these are questions that you have to ask. This is when I told you about those variables. When they give you this price and they say, oh, that includes everything, specifically ask them, does that include them doing windows? Does that include them doing like little things that you may think that's already included and it may not be? Another thing that you have to consider is them coming to check on the house. Like say you have someone check out on Monday, they clean the house on Monday, you have someone that say checks in on Saturday. What happens in between that time? Will they come back? Is there a charge for that? Is that inclusive in the price that they will come back to check to ensure that the house is still ready for the guests, like dusting or, just any little thing that could happen. So these are things that you have to speak to them about. The other thing that you have to talk about is what I call mid cleans, when they come to clean in between the guests checking out. So what is going to be the price for that? I talked to one owner. She said that she ends up paying the same price as she would pay for the person to fully clean the house. I personally don't do that because the person is not fully cleaning the house. They're going to do a mid clean. So they're doing, spot cleaning, but there are certain things that they will do. And then there are certain times they will go in a house and there are only certain rooms that the guests want the housekeeper to go in. And so, like I said, there is a variable, so you need to come up with a price. So there are a lot of things that you have to consider and be prepared to ask them. Don't just take their word, everything is included. You have to say this once, say it twice, say it 3 times, because I find that a lot of things get lost in communication, even in writing. Like even when you specifically show them, even when they repeat it back to you, and then something happens and you're just like, but we just discussed this like yesterday, So take it from me. Try to take these tips and put these into your everyday activities, especially when you're going to hire a housekeeper. That is a very, very important job. I am going to make a part 2 on just, training a housekeeper and just how to pick a housekeeper, because I am still trying to perfect that as we speak. And that is one of the hardest jobs that you are going to have. I find as a host, beyond the business, is the housekeeping. And we're not even going to start to talk about the laundry, but we are going to talk about it because I'm here to just tell you what I've been going through. Laundry is a whole nother ball game, and I have to specifically make a video about that. So please, please stay tuned to that. So tell me, what do you guys do in your Airbnb? Let me know. What are you paying? What are you charging? Like, if you are a housekeeper, or if you know someone that is a housekeeper, like, what are people paying? Now, there is another situation that I have seen hosts do. They have people on contract where they exclusively work for them. So these people get a base pay, they get a guaranteed amount of money, and then that is offset by any bookings. They actually get their housekeepers for a much cheaper rate because they are guaranteeing them this base pay money. So when they look at the prices that I'm saying, they're like, oh my God, that's so much money, because of the fact that they're giving them this base pay. So you will find some housekeepers that will do that. Another thing that I do want to talk about, you do have the housekeepers that work for families that go there every single day. Now, their prices may be cheaper, but at the same time, they are not Airbnb housekeepers. So if you are going to get someone like that, or maybe they're charging you a cheaper rate, just know that you may have to do some intense training with them just to bring them up to speed of Airbnb cleaning. And that can go for even the housekeepers that clean Airbnb. Depending on what your standards are, you may have to do some intense housekeeping training. And like I said, I'm going to make a whole nother video about that, because just because a person tells you this and that and this and that, remember what I told you in all my videos before: talk is cheap, show me. Show me. That is the thing. I need a t-shirt that says that: talk is cheap, show me. For real. You are going to be saying that a lot when you're doing this business. I don't care what you said, what you did, show me. Because if you actually do these things, if you actually know these things, if you actually care about this part of your job, you'll show me and I'll see it. Of course, the information that I'm giving you is just from a very small part of Ocho Rios, but I did try to go to a couple gated communities that service Airbnbs, and I also reached out to someone that I know that services homes in a place called Drax Hall. I think it's like over in that area. So I tried to get a variety of opinions to just get an average and bring to you guys. But let me know, where you're located and the range of what you may pay, and the services that are included in that pay. Is laundry included? Is windows included? Mid cleans, or just how things go? Do you do contracts? I would love to hear what you guys have to say as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to bring more content to you, but I had to get this out because everybody was asking me and DMing me. Lastly, I just wanted to speak about the subject of me giving out my personal number. I can't give you my personal number, but I do have ways that you can talk to me, whether you write comments down on the videos or you can send me a message on Instagram. I am thinking about working on a way where I can allow people, if they just wanted to personally talk to me, to schedule like a little consult and we can talk personally for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. I definitely try to bring all the information to you in the videos. And when I look at your questions that you may ask in the comments, or if you DM me these questions, I do try to bring that information to a video. But I know sometimes you just may want to just talk to someone personally, and I get that. I do understand. So I do need to work on a way. I never thought about doing something like that, but it seems like it could come in the future. You guys let me know, what you think about that. And also about just meeting up, personally meeting up. Maybe later down in the line, I can just schedule something like a meetup for, us to meet up and just talk as Airbnb hosts. I am not going to even lie to you right now. My schedule is so busy. I'm extremely busy just with, just working with the business and just other things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just reinvent myself and just everything, but also still trying to stay in tune to what I have going here, because this part of it, I absolutely love, just helping you with your journey as I try to navigate through my own personal journey, which is not perfect, by the way. But I just wanted to just speak on that. But other than that, I am done with this video. I hope that you really love the information. Make sure you stay tuned for the next and upcoming videos, and leave comments below. And you can always write me on Instagram as far as right now. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.